Good morning, students. This is Dr. J. Jayodaya, Associate Professor in AAA Department, RMD Engineering College. So today I am going to take a problem based on Thevenin's theorem. So this topic comes under circuit theory subject in Unit 2. So now I will take one simple circuit. So in this circuit, I am going to explain Thevenin's theorem. You see, what is the question given? Find I using Thevenin's theorem. You know that if you want to find out a current in Thevenin's theorem, now before that you have to calculate two parameters. One is the Thevenin's resistance, another one is Thevenin's voltage. So if you want to find out the Thevenin's resistance, now three things you have to follow. What is the three things? First point, remove or open the load resistance. The load resistance is represented by RL. Okay. The next point is short circuit the voltage source. Suppose in the given circuit, if you are having any voltage sources, now that voltage sources you have to short circuit. Then the third point is if the circuit contains any current sources, now that current sources you have to open circuit. You have to follow these 3 points. After that, only you have to find out the total resistance between the terminals A and B. Before that, you have to find out which resistance is acting as a load resistance. Here you see they told to find out I. I is nothing but the current flowing through 15 ohm resistance. So therefore, in this circuit, in this problem, 15 ohm is the load resistance. So you have to remove that load resistance. So first point. Okay, first you have to remove the load resistance. Then next only you have to move to the second point. So first I'm removing this load resistance because they told to find out the current flowing through the 15 ohm. So therefore this resistance is only acting as a load resistance. So you have to remove or open the terminal. Okay. The next you have to mark this point as A point and B point. Across and A and B only you have to calculate what is the total resistance. Okay. So that resistance only we are calling it as a Thevenin's resistance. Let us mark this is your A point. This is A. Then next this is your B point. Okay. Then first point we are implemented in the circuit. Then next time moving to the second point. Second point what I'm given. So if any voltage source is present, now, then you have to short circuit that voltage source. Here I'm having 3.5 volt. So you have to short this terminal. Okay. You have to short this terminal. Just I'm removing this value. You have to short circuit this voltage. So this is a shorted point. Okay. Then next time coming to the last point, we have to open circuit the current source. So 2 ampere sources current source. You have to open this terminal. Then next you have to find out the total resistance across the terminal A and B. You know that very well. So if you're having a resistance, across that resistance, if you are having a shorted path, almost all the currents are flowing through that shorted path only. So in that case, we are not considering this resistance. Almost all the currents are flowing through this path only. So you should not consider this resistance value. So therefore, what is the equivalent resistance? You should not consider this resistance because almost all the currents are flowing through this shorted point. So therefore, we can write the total resistance or Thevenin's resistance RTH is equal to, here you see the 7 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in series. So this two values only connected across the terminal A and B. So therefore, directly we can tell Thevenin's resistance is equal to 10 ohm. Okay. The next time moving to the VTH. How to find out VTH? So if you want to find out VTH, now this is very simple. You have to remove the load resistance. You have to remove the load resistance or open circuit the load resistance. After that, what I did here in this problem, now first I'm converting this current source. You see, this is 2 ampere source. This 2 ampere source is connected in parallel with this 10 ohm resistance. So I am converting this current source into voltage source. Okay. You know that V is equal to I into R. So here current value is 2 ampere, resistance value is 10. So 2 into 10 we will get 20. The next very important thing is the polarity. Battery polarity is very important. You see the direction of current source, there is a downward direction. tail end and arrow end. Tail end, it shows the negative polarity. Arrow end indicates positive polarity. So that is a polarity I'm indicated here. Then this resistance is connected in series with this battery. So in this way only how to convert the current source into voltage source. After converting this current source into voltage source, I'm redrawing the diagram like this. Okay, so the current source only I'm converted into voltage source, this part. Then next 15 ohm resistance, it is given in the circuit diagram. Then 5 ohm and 3.5 volt. After that only I'm removing my load resistance. Okay, after remove a load resistance, marked a point as A and B. Across the point A and B only, I'm going to find out the Thevenin's voltage or open circuit voltage. If you want to find out a Thevenin's voltage, you must know what is the current flowing through all the branches. Then only we can apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So for that reason, I'm calculating the current I. So you see, so in the circuit, so this is a closed circuit, 3.5 volt and 5 ohm. So this is connected in closed path. So from this circuit, I am calculating a current I. So I is equal to, you know that according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So here the voltage is 3.5, resistance value is 5. So if you are substituting this value, you will get I is equal to 0.7 ampere. Okay, once if you know the current, then immediately we can apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Then one more important thing you must know. You see, the terminal A is connected to 10 ohm. It is open circuit. So therefore, there is no current flowing through this 10 ohm resistance. No current. Now, what is the drop? There is no voltage drop because V is equal to I into R. Current value is 0. So 0 into anything, you will get 0. So therefore, there is no voltage drop across this 10 ohm resistor. Okay. So that's why I'm written 5 into 0.7. Here I took the anti-clockwise direction. So negative to positive. So that's why 5 into 0.7. Then next to negative to positive, rising potential plus VTH. Then here there is no voltage drop. Next time coming to negative to positive. So plus 20 is equal to 0. So from this we can calculate VTH. So VTH is equal to minus 23.5 volt. Okay. So now we are completed RTH value and VTH value. After this, you have to draw the equivalent circuit. Okay. So this is the equivalent circuit of Thevenin's theorem. Across the terminal A and B, you have to connect your load resistance. So here the load resistance is 15 ohm. Okay. Then from this, we can find out what is the current I. I is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. Now you substitute all the values, you will get current is equal to minus 0.94 ampere. So mostly we are representing the current value in terms of magnitude. We are not indicating the polarity. So finally, we can conclude the current flowing through that 15 ohm resistance is 0.94 ampere. So this is the answer for this problem. Thank you for watching this video.